stream of the century. Hello there. Good to see you. Welcome to eluukkanen live stream of today. A very special live stream it is, very much so. Today we're going to be finding out, can we make a game with RPG Maker MV. RPG Maker. Indeed, RPG Maker is this sort of engine thing that you can actually use to make games with. Yes, that's what it is. RPG Maker. Made by Kadowaka Games. I don't know the studio name, but still, it's a cool little program. Anyone with even the slightest of interest towards actually making a game of their own, you can do it. You can make it happen. Indeed. It is a possibility. And we're going to be doing it today, indeed, with you, hopefully. So the thing is, my name is eluukkanen, and I do some games sometimes. Yes, today is the idea of making this sort of project. So I'm currently making this very big one, which I don't want to show too much of, and I want to be kind of having sometimes kind of a time off from that. I was thinking of making a one game in 1 month. Yes, indeed, 1 game in 1 month sort of challenge. Hello there! Later stream another repair. Oh, you have another repairing session? Oh. I have to be checking that out, of course. Today we're going to be having a kind of a different sort of repair session, I tell you. We're going to be making an RPG Maker MV game in 1 month. Basically, you're going to see the whole game's creation in the streams. You're going to see how they are made, how they are put together. Everything is on the table, indeed. Hello there.
The repair dude.
Good to see. How's your day going?
Later stream another repair.
Yes. We are going forward with that idea. The thing is, you know, I'm going to be doing a very simple game. It's going to be called somewhat kind of like a RPG Maker rock, paper, scissors sort of RPG, indeed. We're going to be having rock, paper, scissors mechanics being introduced, and the world is also being built around rock, paper, and scissors. Yes, what is that going to unveil? We shall see. Whoever knows, really. I tell you, nobody knows, but we shall find out. We shall see how it goes. Because, of course, eluukkanen live streams, we do those every day, as we do. And today is, of course, Wednesday, which means RPG Maker moment. Hopefully you're going to enjoy your day. It is 3rd of June. Man, time goes fast. We are very much going forward with a huge phase, I tell you, very much so. How's your day, Oli Repair Dude? And others, let me know. I'm sharing this to some RPG Maker fanatics. I think there are those people alive in this world, indeed. So the thing is that we're going to be actually concepting the whole game. You can actually affect what the game is going to be. From very beginning about this concept, about the skills, everything is up on the table for you to decide and see how it's going to be going. Let us make it so. Come and join eluukkanen with his adventure. Good, indeed. Very good indeed. If you like the stream, please like the stream, share the stream. It will help quite a lot, actually. So I thank you very much on that sort of side. So before we start, I need to thank my Patreons for have been supporting my work. You know, I couldn't do this work without having some support from them, and they help a lot. My content is funded by, you know, them. Ben Rittman, Michael Nisler, Petri Randala. If you want to support eluukkanen, please go to patreon.com/eluukkanen. Indeed, so though that's that message out of the way, let's go forward. The thing is, I'm going to be starting very soon putting some conceptualizing all together. And what does that mean? I'm going to be putting like everything what is about the game in there. The idea is that we're going to be making a game that is very much about rock, paper, scissors mechanics, and very simplified. And of course, there's going to be humor there. There's going to be kind of this sort of a cliche sort of things. I'm going to be trying to do a very cliche RPG adventure. You can participate in that, you know, designing what sort of enemies we're going to have and such. In this very first stream, we're going to conceptualize it, make it a sort of thing that we could do, and let's make it forward. The game is going to be kind of like a 1 hour of gameplay time, I think, if we work it hard. 1 month, we shall see how it's going to go. You know, that's the game, that's how we have planned it. We shall see how it will go, indeed. So let's go forward, let's see how this will go. RPG Maker, let me share it in a few RPG Maker communities to see are they eager to see an RPG Maker adventure being made. Indeed. Indeed. Let's see. Repair Dude, are you familiar with RPG Maker, you know, game development himself? Let me know. Let me know as we are beginning this adventure. We're going to be putting stuff on the screen very much on what is that all about. Indeed. I personally have been using this program many years, and I tell you, it is worth it to use this and check it out. I tell you, I would recommend anyone actually here watching, checking it out and seeing what it's about, because I tell you, it's quite a cool little program, I tell you. Because you can make so many good stuff with it, yes indeed, with simple style. Not sure whether I heard about it. I see. Well, it is kind of unknown for some circles, but of course, there's a very lively community around it, indeed. RPG Maker and its shenanigans. That's what it is. We're currently listening some music from RPG Maker VX, which is perhaps not my favorite music when it comes to RPG Makers, but still, we're going to be listening it nonetheless, of course, changing for others as we move forward. Let me share the stream to some people I know that are very interested on RPG Maker shenanigans, indeed. What's your plan on your own stream? Let me know. Yes, indeed, it's, I think, did you mention Thursdays were your streams? If I remember right, yes. Might be wrong. So, we are making a game on RPG Maker Livestream. We are making a game. We are making a game on a live stream. With the indeed.
5 change dog collector.
Oh,
the repair due
phone collector.
is today.
Ah, very good to know. What the time is that? Let me know so I can join, of course. So now we have this information.
Check my Discord.
I will check that very much, of course. You mentioned Discord. I will have to share it on there as well in order to really begin this little adventure, indeed, of making RPG Maker reality. 5 p.m. finish time. I will check. Can I make it? You know, I have to do few things on that time, but we shall see. I will try to come to it. I will try to come to it, indeed. Thing is that this whole thing we're going to be starting in a very few moments, actually putting down information what the game is all about. Let's see how that will work out though, because I have no idea. The thing is, we have done these game development streams in the past, but this is a very special one because we are going to be starting a 5-episode series. Indeed, we shall see how that goes. 5-episode series. First 5 episodes we have a game. That's the idea. It's a very hardcore, I know, but we shall see how that will work out. We'll start putting some information down there, seeing how people will react on things, and go forward, indeed. That is the plan of today, indeed. Let us see how it shall go. Wish us luck. And now, for the final moment, let me actually just open this a little bit. The thing is, we're going to be actually putting some, you know, what the game is about. I've already made a structure for it. Very simple, but I'm going to be putting it in a kind of like a sort of a text file format, as you can see in the front of me. I'm going to be putting it a text file format in front of us, and then we're going to be actually start doing it. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. We shall see. Shall we work it out? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the thing is very much. I tell you, one of my things I actually don't like about RPG Maker too much is that, of course, it's a. I suppose, you know, the basic format of it, you know, the RTV files is so many people that use them, but we're going to be making this special. We're going to be making this quite something interesting. We shall see how that will work out. Let's actually start right away without too much of a hassle, indeed. So let's put the file on front of us. Let's actually start working on them. Yeah, indeed. So the game is going to be RPG Maker Rock, Paper, Scissors game, and it's going to be very much around rock, paper, scissors. And how is that? Well, thing is, rock, paper, scissors is this very classic game. Rock, paper, scissors you do with your hands, and the idea is that all of the RPG world is based upon rock, paper, scissors. The idea is that there are 3 clans of people. It's this sort of the setting is like setting is this sort of Japanese, medieval Japanese sort of fashion, medieval anime, medieval anime Japanese land. Indeed, that is the thing. Medieval Japanese anime land. That is a setting I am planning for. This very meme sort of fashion of the setting, indeed. 3 clans. Clan Rock, Clan Paper, and Clan Scissors. The idea is that you're born in this sort of village. Basic village. Main character is born in a village. And why so village? Well, that is a very thing that many of these things do. Always borning in a sort of village environment, that's what they are currently doing. Indeed. So main character is born in a village, and the idea is that 3 clans. I'm actually right here in the beginning description of the thing. 3 clans of rock, paper, and scissors lived together in harmony until, this is going to be very much this sort of like a parody sort of fashion, so we're going to be writing it in a parody fashion as well. Until the idea, I have to still think of the name, but the idea is that, when you have rock, paper, scissors, they were in harmony, but then the clan of Middle Finger came around. But until the clan of Middle Finger, yes, that's very nasty, but still, that's the idea. Very simple game. Middle Finger ruined the peace that had lasted upon generations. Very much so. How can our heroes survive from this? The idea is that, old clans. Clans turn on each other. Clans turned on each other, resulting in war and struggle between village struggle. Only a chosen one could unite. Only a chosen one, which is of course the player, could unite the clans together. Will you save? Let me just leave it like that. That's the basic plan of the whole game. Very simple, very kind of stupid at the same time, but that's what it has to be. Stupid and simple, indeed. That is where we're going. Oh, we have 4 people watching. Hello there. We have now a clan descriptions ready. Let's get an up on the game itself. Let me actually show what I've already done. A little bit process. Basically showing what the structure is on here. The 3 clans, rock, paper, scissors. The idea is that kind of like a Pokemon game. You basically start in a village. You have to go to each of these clan kind of temples and win the clan champion. And once you win the clan champion, you are going to challenge the Dark Lord of Middle Finger. Indeed. That's the idea. That's basically the idea. And all the mechanics, everything about the world is about rock, paper, and scissors, as you might have noticed, indeed. We're currently opening the file. Now, the thing is that we have characters. Your main character, born in Vale Village, that's one of the characters. Here we go. Let's put the text on this size. Main character, here we go. Clan leaders of rock, paper, and scissor. And the idea is that, rock clan is this sort of like, I was thinking of this sort of monks sort of fashion. Actually, paper is the monks. Yes, indeed. Monks. Rocks are like a warrior sort of fashion. Warriors, indeed. They are sort of like these warriors that have these big rock axes on their side. Also, scissors are ninjas in this. Ninjas. That's good. So we have all these clans now together. That's the idea, and we haven't still opened the file. Let me still try to find it. Rock, paper, scissors, open sesame. Also, yes, now it's loading on the screen, as you cannot really see it yet, but it's opening on my computer. Also, the thing is, I actually put this on a bigger screen so you can see it, and we have some kind of errors on the screen, it seems. Well, that's what we always need, errors on the screen. Now, let me put this one in here. Here we go. Let me open the full monitor so you can actually follow the movement of what we're doing much more easily. And we have some kind of slowness on here, hopefully not too hard. Here we go. So clan leaders, rock warriors, paper monks, and scissors are ninjas. And then the Dark Lord of Middle Finger. Indeed. That is the great characters that we have. Dark Lord, the Middle Finger. That is the, the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and probably you as well. But that's the thing. That's kind of the idea of the game. Now, we're going to be opening the whole game on here as we have it on the map. I've already done a map on it, basically. A simple structure, very simple map. Idea that we're actually going to be fulfilling this map as we are moving forward in this game's development. Indeed, as you can see, look at that. So basically, main character starts with this village. Indeed, from here. And the idea that he has to travel to this big city. And once he travels to the big city, he has to travel to the ninjas of the desert, which of course lives in here. They live in here. And the rock clan on the mountains on here. And of course the paper monks of the South Icy Plains. And of course this is where they live. Indeed, as you can see, that is the plan. That is the plan. And you start from here, very simple place. Once you have taken the all powers, you can actually challenge the main villain of the Middle Finger who lives in their own dark lands over here. That is the plan. Yes, indeed. That is the very plan. If you want to join the participate of the creation of the things, let me know. Let us start actually putting some information here on the paper. And once we get started, I think that's it. I think I'm going to be doing the rock, paper, scissors system in a very interesting way. So let's see. Can we fulfill it? Let me know what are your ideas. So now, we have the things on here. Let's now go to mechanics. The idea is that it's going to be a very simple game. You start with one character. One character who only got, basically the combat is going to be the main game. You're going to travel around the world map and do some stuff in there, but the combat is the main game. You start with one character. Combat is solved with rock, paper, and scissors. Indeed. We have a very quiet room on here on the comment section. Let me know. Am I actually streaming alright? Let me know. Would be lovely to see some RPG Maker folks on here. But yeah, quite quiet, surprisingly. But we are still, of course, going to continue. Now, we have combat, resolve rock, paper, scissors, mechanics, and it's going to be resolving states. And I'm going to be showing how that is going to go. Indeed. Rock, paper, scissors. Here we go. Also, let me put here on this kind of blackening on this. Also, the idea is that when we... Let's actually put them on the balloon format, put in like this. Then the next part is you have three clan leaders as bosses. As those are the main bosses. And the idea is that they use these each elements in their advantage, indeed. So idea is that each enemy knows one type of move, and basically when you hit certain enemies you have to know which does rock, paper, scissors work on. So let's say like a crab with this sort of scissors, like uses scissor attacks only, and those are like the easy enemies. But when you have like multiple enemies actually using different types of movesets, that's going to be actually the complex sort of side of things. Each enemy, most enemies, let me actually do most enemies. That's the idea. Most enemies know one type of move. That's the thing. Only one type of move. And player needs to know is like the rock, paper, scissors mechanics, of course, testing shall their work. And of course, easy enemies in the beginning, they only know few moves, so that's the thing, indeed. So now the thing is, we have all the mechanics on our side. Let us go and see what shall happen with that. Idea is also that, some of the equipment and such should help with their, giving the certain states of that. But, we shall see. Now we go to the game database, which of course has a lot of effects and such. We go to states. We're going to be, leaving these ones alive, I suppose. We're going to be looking at them later. We're going to be putting the state that is called rock. We're actually going to put a rock thing on here. Rock! And then we're going to be putting here paper, indeed. And paper, of course, I suppose, is this. And we can change those later, but now scissors, I suppose that's how we write it. And then we have a scissor image on here. I think we have scissors on here somewhere. Let me actually try to find, if I remember right. I might not, but no. You never know. You never know about this world. Now, I think we don't have scissors anywhere. Do we have knives even? I suppose we have. I suppose. Let me have just it be like this, I suppose. So scissors, indeed. The idea is that when player does some commands, they can affect on. Oh, what happened just there? Anyways, so idea is that we have rock, paper, scissors sort of mechanics. When people do attacks, they know they have to use their, of course, like this sort of certain abilities to use these abilities by themselves. Rock, paper, scissors. And of course, there's going to be multiple different ability types as well in there, mixed in the facts. But idea is that we are going to be starting with this at least. So let's go forward. Idea is that you start with this village sort of fashion. I'm going to be doing a very simple game. Actually, we actually can finish this game in this very stream, but there's nothing really there. So we're going to be fulfilling the world, adding details and such and such. Idea is that now we're actually going to move to item sort of fashion, indeed. We're going to be seeing what we can do. The idea that we have scissor sword, rock axe, and paper stuff, indeed. Now, those are the weaponries. We're going to be actually going to the types, actually, to... we have already types in. Very good, very good. So the idea is that when you have a state of a rock, we're going to be making you weak for... Of course, rock is very weak for paper. So you get 100% of the effect on that. When you have anything else, which is, of course... let's see. The idea is that when you have scissors, you actually get health from that. We're going to be changing that later on, like that. I think I need a special script for that. I think because it's not built in the system, which is very nasty. Then I need to add here that, of course, rock takes 0 damage from rock abilities, indeed. So rock, paper. Now we actually have a paper on here. And the idea is that paper very much does what paper does. It actually doesn't hit much on the paper side of things. We actually might making it only takes like 20% of the damage. We might make it like that because then it would make some kind of interesting, actually have some kind of a equal clash with these elements together. Indeed, that's the idea. We shall see how that will go. We have not yet balanced it. We have only beginning on this. So idea is that with rock, it takes the most damage, and of course with actually paper most damage, what I'm saying. And of course it heals from rock. That's the idea. So that's all the elemental states. We are putting together those. Very much good. Very much good. It's been very quiet stream so far. We're actually getting people watching. That's very quiet. That's very surprising on this sort of fact. Very surprising indeed. We shall see how it will go. But yeah, pleasure to have you on here on the stream. We are doing eluukkanen game development sort of mentality. If you enjoy the stream, let me know and let's talk about the game we are currently making. We have some kind of issue on the... I think that... Let me actually change some settings on the streaming side of things. It might be because of that, I suppose. So let me save some settings on here. Let me just do that. And once we're ready with that, we're going to be continuing an adventure. If you have any suggestions, let me know. So I think it didn't register that we actually have RPG Maker MV on here. I think now it should. Let me know if that's the case. Now let's go back to the weapon side of things. So scissors basically does a lot of damage on the paper side of things, indeed. Paper gets the most damage, of course, as you can see. Paper! Scissors, of course, make 20% of the damage only. And from rock, it's basically a minus damage. Indeed, that's the idea. So those are the ideas now behind this. Now let me actually go back to the window as we have here. So the idea is that I'm going to be taking this sort of script that actually can help us with the elemental rates, and it's Unfly's elemental thing. It actually helps with, you know, actually making so that you can get health from a certain element that you have. The idea in the battles is that certain enemies, there can be a combination of enemies, and you have to know to which kind of balance you have to have in order to do this sort of saving yourself in this sort of battle situation. We shall see how that will go, of course. But we have different clans. The clan leaders are going to use all of their advantages when it comes to these certain elements, indeed. And you have to, of course, you know, be wary of what will happen. I've actually had this sort of mechanic of rock, paper, scissors already in here. We shall see how that will go. But now we are going to open the elemental things. And once the elemental things are there, we actually can make some basis for the whole gaming experience, indeed. Elements. Let's get on with this, shall we? Element. It's actually very surprising. It's very quiet here, but you know, it's very much you know, sometimes that is the case. I'm actually very happy that I can do these sort of things on here. Of course, if you want to add your own pieces on here, let me know. That's the idea. That's very much the meaning of this session. Indeed so, indeed so. Now we are. I'm copying one of the scripts I have. I'm putting these ones in here, like in here. Alright, here we go. We have the elemental thing. Let me actually open to you so you can see it yourself. Here we go. We have elements on here. Elemental core from Unfly. Here we go. Let's go back to the game and put it on there. So we put it on here like this. We put in, yep, elemental core. And the idea is very much that we can actually make it so that you get minus things from this. So we shall see how it will go. So absorb, we can actually make it that you will absorb a certain amount of things from this state. We shall see. So that is, it causes element to be absorbed, he heals the battle. When the element is absorbed, the rate goes down by 200% instead of just being inverse. I see, 200%. So basically, if I have to leave it like, yeah, okay, we shall see how that will go. But now, let's put elemental absorb like this. Now let's go back to the states as we have them. Let's write over here that, of course, scissors very much, a rock element takes like health from that. You know, that's the idea. We shall see. So elemental absorb, let's actually put them like 100, I suppose. Also, we're gonna be putting now here a paper, which is, of course, they get absorption. Actually, how does it work now? So I have to remind myself on the mechanics on this. So idea is that the rock, of course, scissors when rock hits. What's how it actually goes? So paper, okay, I'm doing this very wrong. So the idea is that the paper element hits a lot with the rock, scissors hits 0, and the rock hits 20%. I'm going to be actually making that the element absorbing on. Actually, let me look at the script once again to see how it works. Yeah, I've not used this before, so let's see. Element absorb. The idea is that when an element is absorbed, rate goes down by 10%. This will battle the original resistance of the element. Minimum amount is this amount. Alright, good. So yes, okay. I suppose it has to be the element itself. Yes, we need to be checking out what's the elemental number on it. Yes, okay, now I got it. Alright, I haven't used this before, so you know, I don't know. Okay, here we go. So rock is 2, so that's good to know. We go back here. When rock is hit by rock, it's 20%. Let's see, so scissors is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Scissors is 4. The idea is that scissors actually is like should be getting damage. We shall see how that works. I have no idea, I haven't tested this before. Also, when paper is hit by scissors, it's a huge damage, of course. Paper, when you hit with paper, it's not much, but when you hit with rock, of course, it's a huge damage right there. So 2, and then we have actually a 3 number. So let's actually put here on the battle side of things, let's test the battles and see how it will go. So I'm basically putting here an example event. I'm putting here a monster, I suppose. Here we go, monster. Also, let me add it here that when player presses it, I'm just going to be using for testing purposes. He gets, the entire party basically gets the rock state, indeed, like that. And then the battle begins against some random bat enemies that are very like just the normal enemies for this sort of type. Indeed, here we go. So we are in the creation process, indeed. Time goes forward. Rock, paper, scissors adventure is going forward. What shall we add some things on here? Let me know. You have any plans? You have any ideas? Implement, we shall, if you have any ideas to share. Now, we have some kind of issues with slowness of this, but of course, you know, here we go. Now we got it. So yeah, it's not responding. Now we're opening the whole thing. Let's see how it shall go. Yes, so streaming's going so far so good. I'm very happy on that, on the fact that we are actually working on this. Let me actually put on here. Let's back to the stream itself. I want to see how it's going. So yes, we are currently making a rock, paper, scissors game. A very special little game that is, indeed. You have any ideas of how to make that sort of interesting? I personally have, and I'm going to be putting them... It's kind of like a Pokemon adventure, but with this, of course, element... of course, mixing the Pokemon and such. It's going to be a very small game, but it's going to be a lovely one. That, indeed. Opening, I can actually see this whole thing. With some kind of a connection issue, it seems, but of course we're going to be seeing and how that goes, and seeing what shall we be able to fix it. Here we go, back here, finally, good. So the thing is, the idea is that we have, we're going to be now opening this, it's slow for some reason, but while we're going to be testing out, shall this elemental thing actually work against us? That's the thing. And let's see how it shall it work. Actually, that's the main gist of it, and it's very slow for some reason. Yes. Yeah, but that's the idea. That's just how things work on this RPG Maker land. It seems. My day has been actually very good recently. I'm gonna be going to shop very soon. Doing some shopping sort of fashion. Have to do them every week, unfortunately. Yes. I've heard that in America land things are very nasty at the moment. Hopefully not too nasty. Yeah, that's the idea. Based on very sad what is happening. And for some reason we don't have anything going on the screen. Let me try to fix it. Yes. I don't know what's happening here, but we shall of course fix it as we do it. Alright, so let's open the screen and see how it shall go. Whoa. And of course we have, when we have chat and comments, it actually pops on the screen at the same time. Very much so, that's the thing. Idea is that let me actually open this. Very good. There we go. If you have any ideas on, if you have any ideas on the mechanics, if you have any suggestions, let us know. Hey, Jelly Duck, good to see ya. Hello there. We are starting a very simple project on there. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing here. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. We are actually working on right now something very special, which is a rock, paper, scissors RPG, the RPG adventure of the century. How are you doing, Jelly Duck? You have any suggestions for this game of the lifetime? Let me know. I'm trying to open the game with the RPG Maker. It seems it's taking time. Hey, Ollie Repair. Good to see you still here. Good to see you still here. Now we're trying to open the whole thing, and for some reason it has some kind of issues. Okay, now it's opening. Good, good. It's opening. Good, good, good. Alright, finally I can actually show some stuff on here. Yes, it has the simple parts in it, but still it has some lovely stuff. You know, let's go and see how it shall work. Yes, I hope it opens. No, you never know with these sort of programs in here. Jelly Dog, how's your day going? Have you been enjoying your time? Aiko! We have people joining. Very good, very good. Pleasure is on my side. Now we go. So the idea is that we have an RPG Maker project on here, doing a very simple rock, paper, scissors RPG, and we shall see how that is actually being made here. I'm trying to do some elemental stuff, seeing how that will work. And for some reason we are very slow with the stream over here, which is very nasty. Let me actually try to fix it somehow.
Ollie the repair dude.
We try to fix it. This is not good at all.
Hey,
not good at all. Hey, Trevor Pelican! Hey, welcome to the stream. Very much good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are doing currently some things on here, and yes, you are seeing my monitor on here. trying to fix on things. Pleasure is ours. Oh, very much. Good to hear
Pleasure
that.
is ours,
Good to
X.
hear that, man. Good to hear that. Thing is, we are doing a very special game actually open for you very soon. And we have some error on the screen. Let me try to fix it. But the idea is that now we have this sort of very lovely game that is called... Let me actually open it to you. Rock, paper, scissors, and we have already built some world around here. We're going to be actually doing this with you the whole game, and we shall see how it will go. Hey, 16 and all, good to see ya. We are doing some basic stuff on here. We have some errors with the screen for some reason. Let me try to fix them a little bit. Yes, let's go back to the YouTube land of things to see are we actually alive from there. But good to see you all. How are you doing? So the Twitch side of things is good. Twitch side of things is good on here. Very good. D-Live sort of version is also very good. Very good. Let's go to the back to the screen that we had. Some of the data that we have on this very idea that we have on our minds. Basically, we are making a rock, paper, scissors game. And it's going to use all of the nasty mechanics of rock, paper, scissors. I tell you that much. I tell you that, man. In a good way, I tell you. That's the idea. We shall see how that actually will work out. But, yeah. We have some errors on the screen. Sorry for that. I'll try to fix them a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Now back to the screen. Can we now actually test the game? We shall see. Let's open the monitor. Here we go. Monitor is back open. Here we go. Finally. PBSA, hello there. So idea is the rock, paper, scissors game. And we are trying to test some elements with the just basic RPG Maker MV. Indeed, here we go. And the idea is that they have rock element, and I'm going to be making so that soldier over there, which is for some reason black, I'm going to be making him to actually attack with a rock element. Indeed, he's going to do a rock skill element. Let me actually take back some of the background music we had on here. Let me just open this whole thing. Here we go. Masses of people who come now. Very good, very good, very good. Pleasure to have you here. The idea, I'm actually show you what I had in my mind on this. Let me actually put the monitor off for a second. Open this sort of side on here. We have rock, paper, scissors adventure. Idea is that you go to these clans and defeat them in battle to join on your side. Indeed. Let me actually open this on here. Very good. Also, yeah, this is the idea.
Today I could be here for a little.
Hey, that is very good. Let me actually show what we are planning here. Rock, paper, scissors. 3 clans, clan rock, clan paper, and all of that. We also play listening this music on here as well.
Because it's lunchtime break.
I get it. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. Here we go. Now it's better. So idea is that rock, paper, scissors. You play as this, people from a village. You fight against the clans, try to unite them, and you fight against the Dark Lord of Middle Finger. Yes, that's the plot of this game. Very simple medieval anime Japanese land. That's the place where we are having this adventure at. If you have any suggestions of the mechanics, let me know. Let me know, because that's the idea of the stream. We're gonna actually affect on the game that we are currently making. Indeed. I'm going back to the game itself. Let me actually open the screen. Here we go. Here we go. Back to the game. We're going to be actually having some skills on here, which is rock. Indeed, we are making some game development. And, I'm planning to make this game in 1 month era. That's the idea. And that's why we're making a very simple game. As you noticed in my previous sessions, I've already made some games. They're going to take some time to make.
Cheese, tomatoes, and olives.
Cheese! Very good. That sounds tasty. Very, very good. Very, very good. So we're going to be seeing how this actually works with if we do rock damage on here. We have that. Let's put this 0% like that. Let me actually put it here. The idea that we are actually making a game systems. The idea is that you are this villager who unites the rock, paper, scissors against the middle finger. Very nasty. Oh, okay, cool. Indeed, we shall see actually does it work. And if you have any suggestions on the game mechanics, what we shall encounter on this land, because currently it's a very empty land. We're going to be actually playing this through and see what we already have on here, but that's the idea. We are very much just creating this from zero. I'm just testing our one elemental stuff that we have on here. I'm actually putting that, this person that we have, this bat, which is of course a bandit. He's going to be, he's able to actually do some damage with his rock abilities, indeed. Indeed. Let's actually make him that he does randomly all this stuff. So he's the most random enemy, it seems, on here. We can actually change it. The idea is that, you know, all the battle mechanics are rock, paper, scissors. And that's the idea. Very anime Japanese thing. That's the idea. I'm trying to make also have this person that does this sort of anime art style to do art on this later on. But we are using the basic parts at least right now. So Bandit is here. We are going to guard and see how it will go. Marsha guards, Brand guards. And now, no damage to Lucius. We have to actually put on here what ability he does. That's the thing. So we know. Uses hook ability. Very good. And then we have here scissor ability. Scissors ability. How's your day going? Aside from the food, Aiko and others, and PBSA. Are you familiar with RPG games overall? I tell you, one of the things I'm trying to get on this, of course, you noticed we have these clans that you have to go and encounter. And the idea is that it's kind of like a Pokemon, you have to go to these places.
Does RPG Maker cost money?
It costs around $70. Yeah, it cost a little bit. It was actually pretty lovely to do some games at. Yeah, it's not that costly when it comes to game programs, but I personally, it's not that big of my money, but still. But I recommend checking it out if you are interested in RPG Maker shenanigans. So we're gonna be guarding again. Here we go, and let's see what happens. Rock ability on rock, no damage. Marsha guards, Lucius guards, Brand guards, rock on rock paper. What are you doing? Oh, did I actually write it somehow wrong? Let me actually go. So we need to make rock paper. Oh. He uses paper. That's the idea. Let's actually put the damage 10.
I only have $10 for Mardek. Hack 86.
Hack, how are you doing? Good to see you.
But goes on sale quite a bit.
Yeah, that's the thing, Hawk. That's what happens. But it's worth it. I'm not familiar with RPG, but to be honest, I usually work painting friends going out. Yesterday I got a present from Mom on this Sunday. Mother's Day! We already had Mother's Day in Finland, but you know, French Mother's Day, I suppose. It's a very different thing. Hi all! Good to see you, Hawk, my friend. How are you doing? We are testing the mechanics on here. Let's actually guard a little bit. Let's see. Guard. Oh no! He uses the rock ability against rock. Actually, he does some damage. Very nasty. Let me try to see. Does he make something else on that? We shall see. Rock ability! Oh no! Let's actually add some more health for our main characters on here. So the idea is that they had 1 health. I'm actually going to add them 3 health. The idea is that, of course, they get 1 health per level. That's the idea. But you can also get items to increase your level. It's kind of like the hit points are very much like hit points in a sense that they actually, you know, depending on your hit, how many hits you get. That's the thing.
I bought a
I think what was it again? Was it kind of a hat or something? I remember. I think it was something actually, a painting, was it? Yes. Very much, of course. That's what you need to have. Need to go to school, but yeah, bye. I hope you get streamed soon. Hey, Crystal Clear. Oh man, why does the school steal you from us? Good to have you still, nonetheless. A pleasure, a pleasure. Now we shall see. Does the damage numbers work on here? Good luck with the school. Indeed, so that's how it has to go. So paper, of course, against rock. Actually, paper should actually do a lot of damage on the rock. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm actually... Yeah, there's something wrong with there. There's something wrong in there. Oh, it's on scissor. Of course, scissors is bad. I actually changed it on paper. Now it works. Indeed, says Hawk. Indeed. That's what... You know, some people say school is good. Let me actually know what your own thoughts on that. You know, I personally know... I, of course, had to go through school. But, you know, when it comes to composing, I'm very much self-learned. Internet is a very good place on that. Of course, school is still useful when meeting people and that sort of fashion. Indeed, indeed.
I don't go to school anymore. I work
indeed, same here, same here. That's what we have. Okay, rock ability takes 1 damage. I actually like it. Very good, very good. So let's see what else he actually has on his sleeve. Lucius guard, Brand guard, Raj guard, scissors. Scissors should not actually do that much damage against rock. That's the problem here. That's a problem. Let me try to fix it.
Holder underscore.
Holder! Hey, hey, hey. Very good. Graphical artist Holder has found his way here. Good to see how you're doing. Now, problem in here is that this paper does damage. That's the idea. Element absorb. The idea is that when you have a rock, it should absorb paper. So we're actually going to be trying to find out why it's not putting that in here. So let me try to absorb name. I should be, the paper should be on here, I suppose. So let's try to fix it. Because I want it to be absorbing some damage. That's the thing. That's the thing on here. When it does that ability. Here we go. So basically, scissor. Indeed, so that's the idea. Paper has the big advantage when it comes to rock, but of course, rock takes only few damage. But when the scissor hits the ground, I tell you, then it's time goes on, I tell you. Now, also, we're going to be putting here rock, which is, of course, scissors are very weak on rock type of things, indeed. Also, the paper, of course, let's see. Was it, what was it again? Yeah, let me just keep it like this, I suppose. So we have rock, scissors, rock, and paper here. Paper, here we go, paper. So yeah, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are planning how here on our system works. Very simple fashion, but still, it's good to have just simple elements to see how things go. Indeed, if you have any suggestions on how we should actually make this program, go let me know. How many elements do you think you're using? Only 3 elements, I think. I think 3 elements should work on this simple game. I was thinking of ideas, this game is all about rock, paper, scissors, these hand things. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see what happens next again. Process code, university is better, I tell you, I suppose. And this is gas, right gas, bright gas. Paper against rock is very effective, as you can see. Very effective. Now, paper again. Oh no, he's very talented on what he does. Now, let's see. Rock ability, we shall see. Shall he actually choose the other? So he's a very wise person. He actually uses only the abilities that are very good. Let's see. How many elements? I'm thinking only 3. I was thinking of, when we do a magic system later on, I was thinking on sign language. Sign language, of course, is this thing that you do with your hands. I was thinking of that. But yeah, I'm thinking just the basic system on weaponry is very much on the... Älä lähde vielä, mä tuun sitten.
Not bad.
Alright.
You weren't in the RPG
Not bad, you went RPG Maker category.
So pleased I followed you.
I was not in RPG Maker, what's happened in there?
I am so
Let me try to fix it.
Now,
Let me try.
Smiling face.
But I'm happy so things go better. Very good, very good, very good. Something happened on that sort of things, I suppose. But now, very good that, thank you for Holder being here. But now, thing is, I'm so happy to work now, indeed. Paintings and such, that's what Acre does. Now, thing is,
Holder underscore.
You could do wildcard neutral element. How could that work? That's the question. That's the question indeed. I was thinking that this game is very much rock, paper, scissors, and how does that wildcard work? How it is based on? I was thinking of, the dark villain of this game is basically the middle finger, and I don't want to show the middle finger because it's very disrespectful to show that to some people. But I tell you, it's going to be the evil guy.
Hey PBSA.
Hey PBSA.
Ollie the repair dude.
Hey Crystal Clear. Indeed.
Hey the crystal clear.
Says Ollie Repair Dude. Thank you very much on that, because of course welcoming people is good. But I think Crystal Clear already left. Now, let's see, does he actually do the thing?
Hello at
Luscious guards. So he's very intelligent. He basically uses paper only. Let's see. Scissors against rock shouldn't do at all, but it's for some reason. I don't know what's happening in there. Let me try to fix it. So elemental core is working here. It should be. Please place this plugin on the battle engine. Oh, I still need to place the battle engine core on this, otherwise it doesn't work. Ah, I see. Okay, so let me fix that very quickly. What are your thoughts on the wildcard element? I was thinking of just basically going with the route of simplicity on here. But if you have any ideas, let me know. Battle core. Let me actually have the battle core system on here. Battle core system, indeed. That's one of the battle things that you can have. It's from Yuan Fly. Let me try to find the name of it. Yes. Where is it? Yep. Battle core. Yeah, otherwise this elemental absorption doesn't work. Let me try to find it on here. what's the name of the system again? Let me actually open the other project I have that I already have it in. Very good, very good. Let me open the monitor, so we have something here. Yes, the idea is that, you know, it should absorb damage from some things, and it really doesn't do that at this point, so I need to be fixing that. So let's go to the battle core. Core, battle engine. Okay, so battle engine core, that's the idea. Okay, so let me actually go battle engine.
I started a new painting. I have the background, but I don't really know what I should do in the foreground.
Oh, what is your idea on that? Let me know. So not actually, let's go to the plugins. Let's another plugin. Battle command.
Half damage of effective element.
Half damage of the effective element. I was thinking of the effective element is like a chip on, like it just like destroys you completely. And when you have a same event, it's like with just 1 HP.
Well with how you've got it.
You think so? We shall see. I was thinking of that, you know, the effect that you know. Let me actually show what I have in mind. Let me show it to you. Let me put this above this one. There we go. And let's see, does it do? Basically, let's put scissors element only with the enemy's attack. Scissor. Here we go. Here we go. Let's open the program and see how it shall go.
PBSA.
If you put more element, I can give you a suggestion of the void, an element that have element that weakness against, also 0 element that is strong against.
But also have 0 elements that is.
It has to be very much this sort of rock paper scissors style of the combat. That's the idea.
Maybe lavender flower.
We're picking up beautiful lavender flowers here.
Beautiful lavender flowers here.
We could actually have that's an item in the game, lavender flower. I was very much thinking of it has to be something, you know, with the hand. Scissors, rock, paper, something. I was thinking of sign language as a magic system, but we shall see. I don't want to make it too complex. Here we go. God. We shall see what happens. Here we go. Scissor, this still damages people, which is bad. Let me actually go here and see. So the absorption system is... how does it work? Absorb name. Absorb. Causes element to be absorbed and heal the battle. Element absorbed rate goes down by 200 instead of being just inverse. This is so that battles are originally resistant to the element will absorb more to the element, while battles that are originally vulnerable to the event will absorb less of the element. Let's see. This kind of character can use the prior void are rare to find. There can be amazing healers, but that be outside of combat because it takes painful. I'm not really sure on the name of the void, but you know I can understand what you mean on that sort of idea. Yes. The idea is though that this should be having the rock element on their side. That's the idea, but for some reason it still does a lot of damage, which is not very good. HP damage. The idea is very much that when it's a paper, whatever. Okay, this has to be scissors. This is paper. Okay, now it's working. All right. Made sense that they actually made some damage on there. So now it should be fixed. Let's see how it shall work. The void element, you know, if you have a nice name for it, could be something. I was thinking of the middle finger element because that's the kind of the main villain element on here. You can actually override the rock, paper, scissors system. That's the idea. Now we have here attacking. Let me just guard a little bit and see what shall of attack he shall do on us. Fight goes on. Scissors, 0. Okay, it does 0. That is very bad. That is very bad. Let me actually go back to the element itself. So paper is the state, and it should have basically when you have a rock, you get from scissors a 0, but it should be absorption, elemental absorption, scissors. I don't know how this works. We shall see. Let me actually put it 100 to just see does it actually function, because I want to have the elemental absorption in there. Because if you do a wrong thing, basically it will cost your life. That's the idea. Lavenders. Actually very much lovely flowers in here as also as well. In Finland. Just being very warm days. Actually yesterday I was kind of on the lake rowing about. No, not at all. Not good. Elemental core. So the idea is that Places under, yes, very good. Not if you're using damage core. Okay, so let me see. It only gives a skill having one element. Let's see. It should do absorption. Let me actually read this again. Causes element X to be absorbed and heals the battle. Alright. When an element is absorbed, the rate goes down by 200 instead.
You have lavender flowers in Finland.
Lavenders, I think. Let me actually Google that. What is lavender? I think we have that. Lavender. I think so. We got those, but who knows? I don't remember all the words. I think we have lavenders. Yes, we do. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. We do have those in here. French lavender. Yes, I've seen those in here. Indeed. Finland is not... of course, it depends on the summer.
Void is more an element of mystery, like space, that very few can use and even fewer learn it how to use it.
I like the idea, but the name Void... I suppose perhaps not. I'm just thinking like not possibly. I don't like why it doesn't do what I basically want it to do on here. The absorption. Perhaps I'm doing it wrong. So the idea is when you have this state, you absorb the element.
Flower in the Provençal area.
Lavender is the Provençal area. I think we have lavenders here in Finland, but they are very late summer things, if I remember right. So when we have rock, we should have this as an absorption thing, indeed. Let me actually go back in here, see. Scissors! Oh, okay, it has to have the name completely there, otherwise it doesn't do it. So let's now see, does it work on it? Magic. Let us see, wish us luck. This is a very major element of the game, so of course we need to make it so. So, new game, here we go. Battle on! Provençal!
Province.
Indeed, that's what it is. Now, what shall we have the bandit to attack us? We get healed! Very good. What about rock, paper, scissors? And slap!
Tongue poking smiley.
Slap is a very cool one. Actually, let me write that down in the document we have on here. Yes, indeed. So the elements actually put on here. Actually, very good. So elements.
One use slap is a one-hit killer.
Oh, that is very good. That's actually a very good one. Yeah, well, let's have that. Elements. We have rock, paper, scissor, and middle finger.
Next time you see lavender flower
and slap.
They have a very good smell.
I tell you, they are very good ones. They usually, if I remember right, they grow in these sort of areas that are very not many trees around them, especially places that have been cut down by there's no trees in them. Yeah, that's the thing. These sort of like fields. So we get healed from that. Very good. So now the thing is, though, we go here, we go in here, and the idea is very much so, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going to have some health for the people on here. For some reason, they have very low health. Let's put it 3 in the beginning. Here we go. And let's also put them also 3. So you actually start with 3 HP. You have only one character in the beginning. So we're going to be actually naming himself hero. You can actually name your own character on this, of course, as it's kind of a staple of RPGs. An element of void, part of the element that's made of my head. In there are a lot more elements of Pokemon.
More than the elements of Pokemon.
I'm not going to add too many elements on this, otherwise, I want to keep this very simple game. I have to very much admit on that sort of fact. So idea is that now we have these different elements on here. Let's actually see. So scissors, rock, paper, scissors, indeed. So the idea is now that with the skills over here, I was thinking that you are basically able to enhance yourself against each element. So basically we have it here like this. Defend. How do we do this basically? It's not for nothing that people make lavender sachets and smell them in the province. Flowers are lovely. We have currently here these voikukka flowers, which are like all the places. I bet you have also voikukkas in there. I don't know what's the name of them actually, but anyways. So basically we have here. Actually, go to our thing on here. Let me open the window. Here we go. So the elements, I'm going to keep them very simple. That's the idea, at least. But we shall see. We shall see how that will work. Let me actually see. Command replace. We're going to be having. We're going to be replacing some commands on here. I'll be showing them how to do it. So command replace. We're going to be putting the battle system together so we can actually start developing this game very heavily on, I tell you. Here we go. Command replace. And then we have the engine itself. VE basic. I think it's something like that. Let's see. Just a moment. But yeah, the idea is that you have your own little hero on the adventure. And of course, it continues from that. You start from there and we shall see where it leads you. But the thing is, basic, what is the name again for that? It's called basic module. So we're going to open one of the scripts in here, which is going to help us. Here we go. Let's put them on the project itself, just like this. Here we go. Let's open the monitor so you can actually watch something on here. Indeed. So if this would be much more complex game, PBSA, I would add more elements, but I want to keep this personally very simple because, you know, I want this to be easily understood, kind of a smaller game, easy to understand and see how things go, sort of fashion. So we're going to be now putting here another little script on here, which is of course Victor engine, basic module, and then we're going to be adding command replace, and that is going to help us to replace some commands depending on what state we have on here. So idea is that now we're going to be actually making so that we go here. Let me actually have a critical damage on, just in case I want to have critical damages on here. Very good, very good. Also, the thing is that we actually go on this point on what was it again? In the states. Let's go to the states. So when you have basically this, the attack command is going to be replaced. I'm going to be actually showing you how it works, but that's basically how it's going to work. And actually see the example on here. The idea actually, let's copy just this one. I think it's let's actually think it's going to be working without any problem. And result is true. That's the thing we're going to be working on. And let's see how that works. Yes, indeed. So copy on this result.
I see. But I think it would be easy to understand if you put the 4 natural elements: earth, water, fire and air.
But then it takes away from the rock, paper, scissors mentality of it. I think, at least, you know, I think. Personally think. So idea is that you have now this. It's going to replace your command, and basically it's going to be called rock. And the skill of the rock, of course, we're going to be finding that out. It is 14, indeed.
Have you ever listening to
album called Plantasia? I haven't listened to that. Really how it is interesting? Let me know. I haven't listened to that before, I must admit. I don't know everything in every music style in there, but you know, Plantasia. It kind of sounds kind of like plant things on there. I don't know. Well, the idea is that, you know, we're currently listening to some RPG Maker music in the background. We're making an RPG Maker game. Yeah, I agree on PBSA, but I think it sounds like a JRPG.
It sounds like JRPG.
You mean this? Well, this is going to be sort of like, I'm going to be putting this more as anime stuff as possible we can have. I tell you, PBSA and Jellyduck. So the idea now, we have paper. It's going to be 15 if I remember right. Here we go, 15. Also, we're going to be putting the final is scissors. I want you to get this thing for yourself. Let me actually see. Scissor. Actually, let me just put it on. I think it was 16 if I remember right. And then
holder underscore.
Scissor. Dinosaur Hunter battle system was rock, paper, scissors, and it worked. They color-coded each one. It worked well. Yeah, we are going to color-code it very much as well. That's the thing, We cannot make it too complex, otherwise people... Like, I want to make this very simple mobile game. This is going to be actually going to play for Android mobile games. Because just sharing some music on Discord server. Hey, Jellyduck, I haven't yet checked the Discord server. I'll be checking that very much. Checking what you have on there, indeed. But now I think it should work. Everything should be right. And I think we shall see is the thing changed. That's the thing. And with special skills, you're able to actually change your element. That's the thing. It's going to be a very simple kind of system here in the beginning. Oh, look at it. Now it's actually a rock element. And for some reason, we cannot attack anyone. That's interesting. For some reason. Why is that? Let us see. So the rock element basically is here. It's skill 14. Let's go 14. It's one enemy. And it's none, and it should always work. There should not be a very big question about it. For some reason it doesn't do it. We shall see, we shall see. But yeah, we are doing the work on here. We shall see how this will go, and of course change some things on the process as we move forward. Of course. And then we just put in here like a hit effect like this. Rock ability uses paper, scissor, and then it's going to be a rock. Here we go, like this, sort of shouting things, indeed. Very RPG, Dinosaur Hunter battle system. I've actually played that game. Is it a very good one? Dinosaur Hunter, it seems kind of like a Pokemon thing. You hunt dinosaurs, I suppose. So now we have the air element on our side. Let's see how this will work. A rock. And for some reason it's not hitting anyone, which is a nasty thing. Let me try to go on here. Yes, indeed. Let me go on here and see.
ACOC.
ET works to be.
Seems to be complex.
Well, it's not really IT work. I'm not very good in this sort of stuff usually, and I tell you, it's not the hardest thing ever. I tell you, that's very true. Now let's go back to the states. The idea is that it should be able to hit with this skill type. Result is always it should be doing it, but for some reason it's not. I have to find out why is that. Why is that? Also, when you get this element, it's going to actually take the states off. State rate. Let me actually see something. Can I make it so that it actually takes the state away? Minus? No, it's not giving the element. I want to actually take it away from the element. That's the thing. Let's actually see. Can we actually make it so? It seems not. We shall find out. Skill ceiling. Here we go. Very simple stuff. I tell you, Aiko. It's not that complex when you think about it. Completely. I tell you. So let's see. State resist. I think this one or state rate. Is it like you get the rate or something? I don't know. It's not this. I'm not sure which is the, it removes the state. I don't remember that one. Or possibly it's in the skill itself. We actually have to do that. So let's go the scissors. Here we go like this. Apply the state. Let's see how this goes. The idea is that now we actually should be able to hit the enemy. Hopefully. That's the idea at least. For some reason it does not do it. So rock. Yes, there's no enemy around. That is not good. That is not good at all. So actually, should we know this ability already in order to it work? Very interesting. Very weird sort of fashion. Weird! But no, let's try to find out. So the idea is that it should basically do a rock attack. I don't know. I don't see any kind of a thing taking this away from it. So let me actually go to this hero class and see, can I actually put it on here? Rock. And should it now work? For some reason it's not hitting the enemies that it should. It's very weird. Let me go to this script and see how it goes. So the replaces the skill, always in quotations, name, type, type of the command, and also the code. Alright, got it. Alright, got it.
Have fun.
Have fun, thank you very much, Ollie Repair Dude. Are you leaving this place? We shall see. Thing is now, I think it should now be doing the action. For some reason it's not hitting with the specified skill I want them to hit with. Very weird sort of action. We're trying to find out why is that. Indeed. So let's go and see. It's not for some reason having an attack on here, which is a very surprising thing. Let me actually go and delete some of the scripts on here and see, is it because of that. So now we're going to be actually going through the game very much after this to see, this has to really work in order to actually us to make this game. This should actually be just a simple skill. That's the kind of the problem on here. Yeah, that's the problem. So yeah, there's a problem in there. Let me try to fix it. Let me try to go back to the battle engine core elements, replace in here, and let's see. Divide it on times.
All my bases so far in your Discord you can check out after you finish your stream.
I will do that very much. Appreciating that. What kind of works have you been working on? Let me know. But for some reason we have this sort of problem in here. Skill type 4. Okay, there's a problem in that. Alright, let me try to fix it now. So it has to be skill, not the skill type. It has to be skill, not the skill type. Very good. Let's go back. Let's go to state. So skill type is wrong. Let me put it like this. Here we go. Good to know that this is also something I can do. Indeed. So just building a battle system.
Your battle system before you start the game, or have you been developing it already?
Not really, I tell you, this is the very first time. We are like very much like this is the basis of the game, that's why I'm building it. And now let's go to the actual game. I'm actually going to run through the game world and see how it shall work. You shall see how it's basically going. Let me actually change some music in the kind of the show that we have some changes on there. So let's actually change to XP music, indeed, because I think this gives us some adventuring feeling, indeed. Let's do that. Let's go, you know, in the end of the battle themes. I think they're on here somewhere. Good, like here. And let's start working on the game itself. Rock, paper, scissors. So you start in this very modest village on here. Your mother is there. You know, I haven't really done much on this village side of that's just a kind of like a basic thing. Also, basically, let me just test it that it actually works, the rock thing. For some reason it doesn't work. Very weird. I'm going to be working on it later on. It seems if it doesn't work, that's the nasty thing. But, you know, that's what you have to keep in mind. You know, sometimes these nasty things just don't come to your way. That's the thing. But now, it should be doing the skill 15. For some reason, it is not doing it. Let me actually go to skill 15. Yeah, scissors. It should do the scissor ability. Very weird. Let's go to the whole thing here and see how this shall work. Alright, so you start with a village. Basically, you have to go to this upper place. Here we go. You have to go to this area right here. This is the main city, and then it has all the equipment and such. Then, you know, you travel into the southern place to actually move in here. Very simple area with the, you know, a basic boat system of the RPG Maker MV. That's what they're doing here, like that. I have to reach the ice place on here. Ice place, good. And this is the ice, basically the monk's place. Yes, indeed. Very simple place, as I've done here already. Some treasure chest. Here we go. Very simple. This game is going to be, as you can see, very short. You win one of these. Very good. I win already because I haven't really done anything there. Anything else. So very good. Now we get back on this side of things. Very good. Run across the forest. Next place that we go to is the desert. Here we go. Of course, we're going to be adding a lot of stuff on here. Yay, the desert place. Of course, a little bit complex dungeon, but, you know, very simple as well, as you can see. I'm going to be replacing some parts in here. Actually, what is the place to actually go to? That's the question, yes. I think it was on this side of things. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Of course, you're going to have a random encounters and such along the way. So we go above, and as you can see, this is the Rock Clan leader. Very good. And then we go back from here. There's no battles in here, as you can see. Very simple stuff. Here we go. The next place is, of course, you go to the Rock Clan. There's this sort of mine in here. Very simple place. Haven't really put much effort in here, as you can see. Very simple, not hugely complex. We go here. Here we go, as you can see. This is another temple on here. Where was the exit this time? I think it's in here. Here we go. And now you win the last clan leader of the rock. And very good. Look at that. The gate has been shuttered because the Middle Finger clan has now attacked, and now you face them in the final dungeon. You go to the final dungeon area, which of course very dangerous. That's what it has to be. Then you go upstairs. Oh yes. I'm trying to make this so you can actually fall in this place, but now there's the final boss. Final boss. Shall we win it? Actually not. Rock, paper, scissors. Shall it be rock or paper or scissors? Which wins? Or player loses? No! No, not very good. Not good at all. Let's try to attack again. Here we go. We shall attack. Shall it work? Scissors! And we both have scissors. Very nasty. Very nasty. Look at that. Oh no! We lost it for some reason. I don't know why. We have to still work on that. But you know, that's basically what the game is about. And that's the final boss. Basically, final boss is going to have two forms of itself. We're going to be making it so. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the current basis of this game? Very simple. That's what it has to be. That's what it is. But you know, that's where we're going. Indeed. Very simple. And we lost the final boss even. Yes, indeed. So now what we're going to be doing is very much just building upon this point. That's the idea. I want to make sure that you can actually have these weaponries, different weapons, and they are always on these elements. The element of this weapon we currently have, the scissors sword, of course, is scissors. Rock axe is, of course, very much a rock. And paper staff is, of course, very much paper, indeed. And I'm going to be making a shop in the main village on here, so you can find those in here. Very simple town I've done. Actually going to be making the... Yeah, this is going to be... This is very simple, I think. Great foundation! Hey, glad you like it, glad you like it. It's a good foundation to begin, and I think I'm going to be easily doing this with your help, of course. So let's have a shopkeeper on the town. Of course, it's going to be this this person on here. He's going to have a shop on here. Very much make a simple shop. He's going to be selling, of course, scissors, swords, and, of course, rock axes, and very much paper staffs. Of course, you need all of these in different formations. Then, of course, we have the potion shop on here. Potion shop, indeed. Of course, going to be making later on what they have on here. But potions, indeed. They sell potions. And what else? Of course, Phoenix Downs and such. We're going to be adding those later on here. But let's just have what here has. The RPG Maker generally has like these items. Magic waters, dispel herbs, like these sort of things. Here we go. Very simple. We have shopkeepers on the clan house already. Good. And now the thing is going to be that we're going to be seeing, am I actually able to use this command replace thing? Because it seems I'm not able to. I'm going to actually go my own project here. Actually, let me see. Does it work in here? Where? Sort of faction. Victor Engine is something we currently use. Command replace. Direct command. Set command from either skill directly. Actually see how does this work. So direct skill, skill ID, learned, direct skill, direct item. Yes, I need to be still seeing how this works, but for some reason, do I need something on in order to make this work? Command replace. The name of the exact name has to be command be replaced. It is case sensitive, must be always in quotations, alright. Command name, command must be in quotation. And of course. And the command type, we shall of course have here skill ID, like this, to make it so. Could have a scarf as the weapon.
You could even name one Roll C scarf. This is a reference to Deltarune.
I suppose that could be a powerful weapon could be found. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let me actually put that on. To put this what you just had here on the file of our little game here. Weapons. It's going to be on the weapon side of things. Weapons. Here we go. Scarf as a weapon for paper. For paper. Let me just put your name on here. PBSA. Of course, I have to credit for good ideas. That's the thing. You got your name on the credits now. But now the thing is, for some reason this doesn't work, which I don't really get. The idea is that, you know, when we have just a command replace option, it should be doing It should be just working, that's the thing, but it's not working, that's the thing. Let me try to see. Skill type, passive, gaming battle, in the air, wrestle, the steel mug. Let me try this one. Might not work, might work, we shall see. For some reason it doesn't work right away as we are currently doing this. So we have attack, we're going to be replacing attack with attack. Then we go with the skill, I suppose, rock, when of course it's a rock. So of course it's going to be 14, skill 14. Let's see, does it now work? Because I want this to work, god damn it. So our adventure is beginning. If you have any ideas on what we should do, let me know. But I'm going to be building on basic things. We have now streamed 1 hour. I'm going to be still streaming for a few moments here. But now we have the basis on. The ideas now we have. And for some reason the rock skill doesn't really do anything. That's a kind of a nasty thing, yes. Nasty thing, yes. Oh, I forgot to replace this one in here. Yes, it's in here. That's the thing, we shall see. Does it work? Ah, okay, I actually had a mistake on there. I just noticed. Yeah, it has to have these double dots, otherwise it will run forever. It doesn't do what we have to do. That's the thing. So now we have this. Here we go. I think now it should work. Mug. What do I have in my other project so it works? Let me actually see. Victor Saint. Let me just Victor, action conditions, unreachable target, skill ammunition, skill mixing up, dual wielding, capability, skill restraint, battle advantage. Something I have in this project that it works for some reason, which is a very sad stuff because I would like this to work. Very much I would like this to work, otherwise it's kind of a nasty thing. Let me try to have it on the itself on the. Let me actually go to the command replace stuff on here. Command replace! And let me actually have it for actor itself. So it might be working on there. Here we go. Actor itself, indeed. Here we go. So now it should be doing. As a stone, I don't see good weapon.
I don't see as a good weapon. Axe are more to cut wood than stones. I think the hammer works better for rocks. I
suppose hammer is a better. I just quickly put it together. I think that's a very good thing you said there. So now, please work, man. Doesn't do what I want it to do. That is nasty stuff. Yeah, very nasty indeed. It should be doing this, but now let me actually go back to, should it do it with mug, if I put it on, skill number 1, skill 1, there we go, mug, let's see. The thing is though, if it doesn't work, I will have a kind of something around it, on it, I suppose. But yeah, here we go, basis is here, mug, it doesn't work, okay, I'm going to be replacing it with someone else, but hey, thanks for coming to this very short session of today of our making an RPG Maker game. And our project is on the beginning. We have the world map going on, as you can see. We have world map. The basis is there. We shall build upon it. Let's see how it works. Join eluukkanen to see how it's going to be done. Always like the videos if you enjoyed it. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. Another stream, indeed, daily streams, another videos as well. So thank you very much. RPG Maker Project next Wednesday going to be another time. Hopefully going to see you there. But hey, thanks for coming. Wherever you are, I wish you a good day. And of course, if you want to help us, please share this around. Of course, that is a major help. It's just a major help. It helps us very much so. So project going forward, let's see how it will go. Chaya.